Imagine putting 300,000 miles on a car and it still starts without drama. Not a truck, not a bare-bones fleet vehicle, an SUV you actually enjoy driving. Today, we're counting down 10 SUVs that real owners say hit 300,000 miles and beyond, plus the maintenance habits that made it possible. If you like long-lasting cars, subscribe and hit the bell. We've got deep dives and owner stories coming your way. Number 1. Toyota FJ Cruiser, the retro workhorse. If durability had a theme song, the Toyota FJ Cruiser would hum it. Built on Toyota's reputation for toughness, the FJ's simple, rugged layout and proven Toyota drivetrain has produced stories of owners crossing continents and hitting odometers well past 300,000 miles. Most owner reports point to 3 things that keep FJs alive: conservative powertrains, robust suspension components, and simple electronics compared to modern SUVs. Owners who hit 300K usually did 2 things religiously: routine oil changes with quality filters and quick attention to cooling system needs, replace thermostats, radiator hoses, and keep coolant fresh. These small tasks prevent the kind of overheating damage that kills many long-distance vehicles. Number 2. Honda Pilot, first 3rd Gen, the practical family crusher. The Honda Pilot, across its first 3 generations, has inspired a mountain of owner testimonials claiming 300K plus miles. Why? Honda's straightforward V6, unpretentious design, and plentiful aftermarket parts. From the 1st Gen boxy pilots to the more refined 3rd Gen, the fundamentals are the same: durable engines and transmissions that handle real-world family use when maintained, owner patterns, regular timing belt, where applicable, or timing chain checks, keeping the cooling system updated, and transmission fluid services at recommended intervals. Many pilots that reach 300K have had some suspension refreshers, control arms, bushings, and struts, but those are shop-replaceable parts, not catastrophic failures. Number 3. Nissan Pathfinder, R50, R51 body-on-frame, the truck-based survivor. This one's for the folks who prefer SUVs that are basically trucks wearing a shell. The R50 and R51 Pathfinders are body-on-frame designs, essentially truck underpinnings with independent suspension. And that construction helps them last. Body-on-frame vehicles can survive more abuse, towing, and off-road punishment than unibody SUVs. Owners of high-mileage Pathfinders often replace wear items, bushings, steering components, but the core drivetrain holds together. The earlier V6, when looked after, rarely give up without warning. Keep an eye on transmission health and do regular differential services if used for towing or off-roading. Number 4. Audi Q5, 3.2, 3.0T properly serviced. European luxury that can last luxury and long life don't always go hand in hand. But the Audi Q5 bucks that trend when owners keep up with maintenance. Reports of Q5s with the 3.2 or 3.0T engines reaching 300K exist, and they share a theme: meticulous service records. Unlike the simpler Japanese entries on this list, the Q5 needs thoughtful care, timely oil changes, attention to turbo servicing on 3.0T models, and proactive electrical troubleshooting. Owners who reach 300K frequently replace high-wear components proactively: timing chains or guides where needed, water pumps, and ignition coils. When done correctly, the German engineering rewards you with decades of service. Number 5. BMW X5, E53 3.0i, N62 V8s need meticulous care. Classic X5 longevity, with caveats. The E53 BMW X5 with the 3.0i has a reputation among owners for hitting big mile markers when treated right. The caveat? Certain V8 engines, notably the N62 and similar high-tech power plants, demand meticulous attention. They can last, but only if owners are proactive about oil changes, valve cover gaskets, cooling components, and VANOS timing system health. Owners who cross the 300K threshold usually do scheduled preventive maintenance and replace vulnerable items before they fail catastrophically. Where the Japanese SUVs succeed through simplicity, the E53 succeeds because owners respect complexity and pay for it. Number 6. Toyota Hilux Surf JDM 4Runner, the global adventurer. If you're thinking 4Runner, you're spot on. The Toyota Hilux Surf, essentially the JDM version of the 4Runner, has legendary longevity. In markets where these vehicles are used for remote travel and work, owners commonly report odometers well north of 300K. The Hilux Surf benefits from Toyota's conservative engineering, body-on-frame toughness, and widely available parts, owner practices, conservative driving, regular oil changes, transmission service, and early attention to head gasket and cooling system maintenance on older high-mileage examples. The Hilux Surf's simpler electronics and mechanicals compared to modern cars make DIY maintenance easier, which extends life. Number 7. Lexus GX 470 Sport A750F 2UZ FE, luxury built to last. The Lexus GX 470, with the A750F platform and Toyota's 2UZ FE V8, is a textbook example of Toyota to Lexus longevity. Owners of GX 470s regularly report 300K miles because the 2UZ FE is robust, and Lexus-level build quality reduces long-term headaches. This SUV combines luxury with a body-on-frame, truck-like durability, which helps it shrug off decades of use. Common owner maintenance includes regular gearbox and transfer case services, cooling system upkeep, and periodic suspension refreshes. The GX's reputation stems from conservative engineering and high-quality components. Number 8. Mazda CX-5 2.5 NA, lightweight longevity. Don't sleep on the Mazda CX-5. The naturally aspirated 2.5 NA engine, when treated with regular maintenance, shows up in owner reports of vehicles passing 300,000 miles. The CX-5's advantage is a modern, efficient, but straightforward engine and chassis that don't punish you with overly expensive parts. Owners who hit 300K often keep up with oil changes, timing component checks, where applicable, and transmission fluid services. Unlike turbocharged variants that depend on complex forced induction parts, the 2.5 NA's relative simplicity helps longevity. Number 9. Mercedes G-Class, G500, G550, M113, M273, the indestructible icon. Few vehicles have a mystique like the Mercedes G-Class. The classic ladder-frame G with engines like the M113 or M273 has produced multiple owner tales of 300K plus miles, often while seeing decades of use in harsh environments. These are heavy, overbuilt SUVs, and that build, combined with strong lubricated components, helps them last. Owners stress that the G-Class will last if you don't neglect the basics: regular oil changes, valve, timing attention, and differential services. Parts can be expensive, but for many owners, the cost is worth it for a vehicle that can be rebuilt and driven for a lifetime. Number 10. LX 570 Lexus, the full-size Lexus tank. Rounding out the list is the LX 570, a luxury full-size SUV that shares its DNA with Toyota's proven truck components. Owners frequently cite comfort plus longevity. The LX is a heavy hitter in terms of build quality and uses proven engines and drivetrains. When owners perform scheduled services and tackle wear items proactively, the LX appears at 300K and beyond. Common high-mileage jobs for LX owners are similar to other big SUVs: suspension refresh, brake system overhauls, and cooling system care. But the LX often returns to the road feeling like new when given proper attention. After looking across these 10 SUVs, a few patterns emerge, and they aren't secret hacks. Real owners who reached 300,000 miles say it comes down to consistency, early fixes, and smart driving. Here's the distilled playbook. Oil changes like clockwork. High-quality oil, quality filter, done on time. This matters for every single engine on this list. Cooling system vigilance. Radiators, hoses, water pumps, thermostats, replace them proactively. Overheating is a fast track to catastrophic engine failure. Transmission and differential services. Don't treat these like optional. Fluid changes and inspections extend life dramatically. Address leaks and odd noises early. Fix the little stuff before it becomes the big stuff. Replace wear items proactively. Suspension bushings, struts, wheel bearings, and steering components are inexpensive compared to an engine or transmission rebuild. Find a trustworthy shop. For complex European cars, a reliable independent shop with experience can save thousands over dealer bills. Drive kindly. Don't abuse the drivetrain. Towing and hard off-road use accelerate wear. If you do either, increase service frequency, document everything. A full service history keeps values up and gives you a clear maintenance roadmap for the next 100K miles. Expect and budget for repairs. High mileage. Ownership isn't free, but it's cheaper than buying a new car every few years. If you're shopping for a high-mileage SUV or want one that can get to 300K, here's what to inspect. Service records. The single best predictor of future longevity. Compression, leak down test. For older engines, this tells you how the internals are doing. Oil analysis. Want peace of mind? An oil analysis can reveal metal wear and internal issues. Cooling system check. Pressure test the radiator and inspect hoses. Look for smooth shifts and a clean service history. Undercarriage inspection. Check for frame rust or prior structural repairs, especially on body-on-frame SUVs. Cars that cross 300,000 miles aren't just mechanical feats, they're stories of ownership. The Toyota and Lexus entries show the value of conservative design. The Nissan R50, R51, and Hilux Surf show how body-on-frame platforms survive tough use. The Audi, BMW, and Mercedes examples prove that European luxury can last, but only if you accept the care complexity requires. And the Mazda CX-5 proves a simple, modern SUV with a reliable NA engine can quietly rack up miles without drama. Which of these SUVs surprised you? Have you hit 300,000 miles in your vehicle? Tell us the model and the secret that kept it running in the comments. We'll read the best stories in the next episode. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and share. For more long-life car guides, check out our playlist on maintenance myths and long-term ownership.